So yeah, I stayed at the hotel just around the corner from the Helsinki uh, cathedral. It was very nice, double bed as you can see from the photos. I didn't get time to really take much of a video. I should have probably showed you around in the video, but I didn't get time to do that. But as you can see, a really nice view too outside the window. One of the main streets in the city. As I say, just beside nearly everything, just down the street too from the Central Railway Station too. Really nice view on the seventh floor, on the top floor of the city, looking down the street, etc., etc. It was really good view, and it was really nice hotel, the Scandinavian hotel. It was really nice. So the next few videos you're about to see is from when I was on tour with a private taxi company going around Helsinki. On the second day, I arrived around many of the sites. We said we were seeing the Sibelius Monument, for example, and then we seen the two Helsinki cathedrals. So that's what you're going to see us driving around, looking around the streets, etc., etc., just showing you around basically, having a look around the old architecture, etc., etc. So that's what you're going to see in these videos. So I hope you enjoy it. I know the quality might not be the best, because again, I'm not much of a vlogger, I suppose you could say. But I still think they turned out well, a few of them, and especially the tour guide was very insightful and very helpful with his historical facts, explaining what the places were, etc., etc. So I hope you enjoy seeing these next few clips. Again, they might be a bit long. They're probably nearly 20 minutes nearly in total. We probably edited out a few of them, but hope you enjoy.
What Finland it is right now, thanks to the weather. The nights are pretty much almost non-existent. We call them white nights now. And we are getting close to the summer solstice. Do you know when the summer solstice is?
June 24th, no?
June 21.
21.
Yes. Longest day of the year.
That's what we call it.
Helsinki Day. So that's going to be Midsummer Festival. Johanus is the name in Finnish. What do? We just empty this city, like pretty much. We just go to a random place in the country. You see, we have lots of space here. There's 130 kilometers of territory, and we are just living 5.6 million inhabitants, so 130,000 kilometers, sorry, for 5.6 million brings you the opportunity to seek a very hidden spot in nature. And now we can just, like, for example, in midsummer, find a really beautiful spot in the nature, which includes a private lake. The nearest lake, most likely you won't find any neighbors, so if you're lucky you have a summer cottage, or you might probably, if you don't, set up a tent. But the idea is just to take a road trip with your family, and you spend a really nice week with them in your summer cottage that has a sauna, and then we really enjoy the simple pleasures of life. We have a lake, and it's, midnight, we can still see the light, and it's peaceful. We can have some smoked salmon. We can go for a swim in the lake, and the water is warm. The midnight swim, unforgettable. We come back to the sauna, then we do this lake, sauna, lake. And it's beautiful. It's just very spiritual activity, and also you share this with your loved ones. So it's a blessing to be a thing in midsummer. That's something we do. We call it Johanus Festival. So this is kind of like the spirit, right? Finnish spirit in the summer. All right. Right now, you're probably looking outside. This is the city center. Right now, this is the heart of the city center. We are having huge renovation. They are replacing pipelines here in the main avenue. This big project that is lasting for 2 years. Another year until this whole thing is going to be completed. And we have the statue of the 6th president of Finland on the right side. A guy on the horse, mounting the horse. His name is Mannerheim, General Mannerheim, Marshal of Finland. This is the most distinguished status for a general commander of the white troops in the Civil War in 1917. 1917 was the year of the independence. Finland declared independence to Russia. We were part of the Russian Empire for 110 years. And before the Russian period, this whole territory was part of the Swedish kingdom. So these are two periods in the Finnish history we are going to address from now on, so we can understand how Finland became a nation. You have the Parliament of Finland on the left side, and on the right side there is the Helsinki Central Library, this beautiful building. It's quite new.
I know now.
It was considered the best library in the world in 2018. The green building right here on the right side is the music center. This is where we prepared the next opera singers and heavy metal guitarists, because we love hard rock. A great example of this is Metallica is playing today in the Olympic Stadium. Who doesn't know Metallica, right? Metallica is already an institution. It's not just a band. They have been playing for already 4 decades. These are like dinosaurs of metal, and they're still very energetic. So energetic, and Finnish people love them. They are going to have 2 concerts in a row, and the first set list is going to be completely different than the next day. So 2 different set lists with so many Metallica songs, up for a treat, because a Finn will appreciate it. And this is going to be the main event of the year for many Finns, today and tomorrow, in the Olympic Stadium. The Olympic Stadium is actually very close from here, and guess what? It's going to be our first stop. So we're going to see where Metallica is going to play, in one of the most beautiful Olympic stadiums in Europe. That is the Helsinki Olympic Stadium. It was built in the 40s, and we had to open it, inaugurate the Summer Olympics in 1952. We have geese in front of us trying to cross
This is the battle.
Yeah.
with their babies. This is really cool. You should try this.
We have them all over where I live.
Is it?
They're very annoying.
These are so cute. Yes.
They're not in a hurry anyway.
I mean, we have to help them, you know? It's like
In our
they are actually, we are actually like crossing their, like, you know, their path. It's not they are disturbing us, we're disturbing them. So the least we can do is just to help them cross. These are the Finnish geese. The Finnish geese are quite friendly, they're super tame. I heard the Canadian ones are aggressive, but these ones are
We have
really,
Canadian
really,
ones.
really respectful.
Yeah.
They're Finnish, you know? What can I say? You know, they speak Finnish. They're very, very friendly, and just like a Finn here, like a real one. So even the geese is like, yes, it's close.
It's close.
Okay, we can like find the nearest spot to park, maybe. Let's find a way. Yeah, well, they closed the main access because, you know, there's going to be a lot of people here. On the right side, you have you can see the amusement park. Can you see the amusement park? Linnanmäki is the name. On the right side. It's up on the hill. It's quite active now. After all these years, the Sibelius Monument has become one of the most successful art pieces not just in Finland, but in the world. There are even like replicas of this in New York, in Paris. But today we are going to see the full scale, the big deal, the real piece, the original Sibelius Monument. Very soon. After that, when we are done with the Sibelius Park and the monument, we are going to visit cathedrals in the city. One is going to be a Russian cathedral, and the next one is a Lutheran cathedral. So we have two cathedrals, main churches. We have more obviously, but these are the main ones in the city. The first one is called Uspensky, Russian Orthodox, 1868 building. It's a beautiful church, and of course we have to come and see it because it's interesting to come and see a Russian church that looks and works just like any other in Russia. In Moscow, St. Petersburg, you can find many of them, but we have the largest Orthodox church in the whole Western Europe in Helsinki. So everybody comes to see Uspensky for that reason. All the religious iconography is found in this church. It's quite active. When we are finishing visiting Uspensky, I'm going to take you to the main Helsinki cathedral. You see, in Finland we have a main religion, and it's not Russian Orthodox, it is Lutheranism. So we have Lutheran churches, and the main Helsinki cathedral is a Lutheran church. White, majestic. It's probably the most photographed building in the whole city, and it's located right in front of the Senate Square. Very important surroundings. We have the government palace, the Helsinki University, and it's quite close also to the market square. So when we finish visiting the main White Cathedral, I am going to take you to the market square, in which you can try Finnish traditional food. Have you tried reindeer meat?
Yes.
Okay, great. So there are reindeer hot dogs. Have you tried them?
No.
Okay, well that's one thing, right? You should go to the market square. There are reindeer hot dogs in there. And then another thing, have you ever, you kind of have to really, Finnish chocolate is really tasty here. High quality ingredients. We have a brand, Faxer is the one responsible of Finns growing up as chocolate lovers. Since the 1920s, a secret recipe from a businessman, Karl Faxer, and his wife. They started this whole chocolate empire, just like Willy Wonka did, but here in Finland. He was the son of a Swiss man, so you know how Swiss chocolate is, right? It's really good, so you shouldn't miss the Finnish one. It's as good, and it has a lot of variety of flavors. There's one really legendary coffee place, the Faxer original, right in the city center. So if you're interested, this is not part of the tour, but if you're interested, we can make a little detour and make a quick stop at the Faxer coffee place so you can grab some Finnish chocolate and perhaps, just take it into your luggage, because this could be a really great souvenir, like eating one of the best chocolates in the world. We really love chocolate here, and coffee as well, so it's the best combination. When we finish Faxer, then we can walk around, check the Esplanade, go to the market square, and then I will give you some minutes, maybe 30 minutes, a little break, so you can grab a Finnish snack. Something made of reindeer, maybe some like a lake fish. We have muikku, a great habitat for human to live, to feel safe, to feel respected. It's a miracle of a city, Helsinki. In this area, right now where we are, it's very particularly Russian, because the son of Russia who designed it, who instructed to design it, I believe was Peter the Great, he said, let's mirror St. Petersburg, Russian city, here. So if you've never been in St. Petersburg, this is just exactly like St. Petersburg looks like. I can certify because I was in St. Petersburg. And yeah, exactly like that. In terms of architecture only, obviously. And then it will make sense that we have a Russian church in this neighborhood as well. Katajanokka is the name of this.
So here we see the Sibelius monument, a monument to a musician, a former musician who was a huge patriot of Finland back in the day. And this monument's made out of many metal bars put together. I think it's something like 60 or something like that, all piled together. It's a really, really famous site in Helsinki, take what's happening in Finland. So it's really, really good to see it, and it's really historic, as I say, to remember people who wanted Finland to be Finland and gain independence, etc., etc. And on the way out, and that's across the whole city, I may say too, it's wild Finnish geese. Like Finnish geese, you often see geese in Outland, they wouldn't go near them. But Finnish geese are very, very friendly and very. The water tacky basically, they're very nice, as you can see from the footage. They're just basically everywhere, just chilling. They don't really pass much remarks on people. They're just there, just chilling. So they're really friendly. So if you ever go to Helsinki or Finland, they're not going to attack you unless you probably kick them or something like that. They might not be too friendly then, but the vast majority of the time they're very friendly with geese, and they won't attack you. And if you mind your business, they mind their own business, and that's pretty much it.
Decide what it means. Masterpiece, that's right. You can decide what it means.
So the next place we went after driving around a bit, looking at some of the sites in the taxi, we went to the Orthodox Church, the largest Orthodox church in Eastern Europe, Helsinki Cathedral. Now it's really, really nice, as you see. It's very gold, all nearly gold. The top of the spire is made out of gold, etc., etc. It's very lofty tall. Really, really nice, as you see. It's on a huge hill, and you can see across everything. You can see out to the bay, the Gulf of Finland, etc., etc. Now the footage inside might not be the best. Obviously, because there was people praying obviously there, and you didn't want to be a nuisance, you didn't want to be shouting around the place, etc., etc., to be respectful. So that's why some of the footage is mainly the ground, but you kind of get the point. There's some pictures too, which will be up on the screen now. But it was really, really nice. It was really good to see it as well, see something different, that you wouldn't really see much Orthodox churches here, etc., etc. And to see how fancy it was, and etc., etc. It's very interesting. So yeah, I leave you to look at that.
This is one place we're going.
This is where they're going.
We take some.
Yeah, this is where they're going. Yeah.
You sure?
When we go to the Helsinki